Let me just shut this door real quick. Where we're at, we're almost about to hit profit target of 330 today on these accounts go billing. Basically, just want to give you guys an update. I have been in Brisbane for the past week, which is why the uploads have been sagging a bit. We had a rough start with our Top Step accounts. One account still hasn't been activated, and the other one unfortunately got blown on the fundeds. I really should have just taken this week off. I'm here for my best friend's wedding and trying to juggle everything that we were trying to do and trying to get on the charts and then still be tired and trade at night. Really bad idea. I have stuff planned and I still just want to trade, I guess, because I want to like keep consistent and stuff, but yeah, it just was not ideal. I was being a bit silly with my account. So basically this is where we're at in terms of all the accounts we're rocking with. We've got 2 new Apex accounts with the promo that's going on, like 90% off. It'd be stupid not to jump on it, especially with the 250 and 300k accounts. So I'm pretty sure the activation fees are only like $37 if you pass. Massive profit target of like 15k. So I've just got to really take my time with these accounts. But obviously got our Top Step funded, our 2 trading desk accounts, which I thought we were going to hit TP, but we inevitably didn't, which is okay. I'm just going to adjust stops to break even here, just below. Took a small loss just trying to figure out whether we were all coded up today on these accounts. We've got a funding ticks account, which is in some drawdown, some 2 Traderfy accounts, which are in some drawdown as well. So yeah, I think recognizing I needed to slow down the pace a little bit, especially when I'm outside of my normal environment, my normal setup, my normal routine. Just go for base hits. There's no point trying to go silly crazy, and I think that's what I've done as well now. Like, I'm just looking for the same profit targets and the same stop losses on each account every single day. Now with these Apex accounts, obviously because they're substantially larger than all of these other 50k accounts, I'm going to work with them a little bit different, going to be a little bit more aggressive, but percentage wise it's going to work out to be the same. But yeah, looking for $350 max loss, 875 max TP. Once those are hit, I'm locked out. And that's set up on all the TradeAway and all the Project X accounts as well. Automatic lockouts, I can't trade further. And I think that's really what I'm missing right now. I'm really missing the ability to just say, no, I'm done for the day. I've taken my base hit. I'm moving on to something else. Overtrading is really what's continuing to kill me at the moment. This should hopefully curb it to the point where once I see that target hit, we're done for the day, and that just becomes automatic. So that's the update and where we're at. This trade, basically the idea of it, if we come into this account here, basically just did our usual setup on Asian time frame. I really love trading Asia, to be honest. There's far less fake outs and all that annoying jazz you usually get with the US markets, sometimes even London as well. I got in a little bit early because we had this wick above the 15-minute top end range, which also corresponded, if we shift to an hourly chart, taking out this high, which was the bottom of New York AM from Friday. Seeing that, especially on an hourly and how we closed, especially with the 15-minute range, that's why I decided to look for shorts. I got in a little bit early. I actually got in on this pullback right about here with 5 micros. And then we started trending in. As soon as we had this closure here, pretty much right on the line, I entered another 5, which is why obviously our entry is brought down a little bit. Running with 10 micros, I can only do 5 micros max, as you guys are aware. On the futures desk, you can see the balance. We have dropped a little bit just with some degen trading, honestly, not following rules once again. I think because I wasn't filming, it was super hard, to be honest. I've been on an air mattress for the past 6 days on the floor. Tried filming, I was like, this is just not it. This is not ideal. But yeah, hopefully I'm heading back to my hometown tomorrow, early in the morning, back on the routine trading AM session for New York. So yeah, have the regular setup, have everything good to go, which actually really looking forward to. But for now, yeah, we're in this trade. We're going to see if we can start hitting 330 is the max TP on this account here. I'm trying to hit that boosted base hit of 330 just to bring the account back up. We're still about 1.4k away from hitting, so about 3-4 days of this. If we can have this week just base hit, boosted and hit, we should be right. We'll let this one play out and check in a bit. So it looks like we are trending lower on the futures desk here. I think if we take these lows, we should be confirmed. I'm just going to keep my timeframes as well. I got a really good note from my mentor to try and limit the amount of timeframes so you're not cycling, especially on the lower timeframes. If you're finding that you want to be trading on the 15, but then you're jotting down to the 30-second like I am, doing some degen trading, best thing you can do is just keep it out of sight, out of mind. So we should be hitting our target here. I forgot to put my parameters on this account. We've obviously done it on this one already. So 325, we did lock ourselves out. This account, we are going to lock ourselves out now too. I'll just update this. I'm not sure if it's going to work for me, but we're doing 300 on these accounts and 330. Liquidate and block. Failure to set. Yeah, okay. That might not work here. So we did do nothing. That's sorted. Lock ourselves out here. Brilliant. That's handled. We'll just check our futures, our trade sinker here as well. So 875 is the profit target for majority of these accounts, apart from obviously the second Apex account here. But for all other accounts, we should be rocking pretty well with the top step. I'm just going to make sure that we've got this as well, which is brilliant. Okay, so hopefully we can continue lower. I'm just going to adjust stops on the main account here, but God willing, we should have a bit more space to flow to the downside here, especially now that we're starting to invert a lot of these after taking out that liquidity. So yeah, hopefully we can continue spilling. Just going to leave everything as is. Okay, good. So just going to change our initial stop, put our new stop loss in here. So just going to be mindful of the trailing drawdown with Apex. Ideally, I'm trying to get to 2,600, I think it is, for these accounts here. So on a 7-day week, hopefully in 7 days, if we have no losing trades, which is very unlikely, we should hit the profit target for these accounts, which would be crazy. I've never done more than, I think, 3,000 for the profit targets with these trailing drawdowns. I find it really hard to manage, but I'm just going to work on the base hits, and God willing, that's all that we'll need. I didn't do my usual routine of praying and meditating, so I'm going to get into that right now before I forget. Beautiful trade today. I think we're out on most accounts, but with the Apex accounts still running, we're just going to let these ones try and go to our profit target. Probably will take some profit off the table here, to be fair, so we're not giving it all back. Finish meditating, and that's why I have these rules in place. Even then, I was feeling a bit antsy. I was like, should we just take the 500? I've been on a bit of a losing streak the past 3-4 days. This will get us back to at least break even, but that's not part of the plan. Just stick to the plan. Let that process play out. Thank God. I just want to touch base on the verse for today. It's the first day of a new month. Happy new month of September. Proverbs 1, we restart the Proverbs journey again. And I think verse 19 hits, this is what happens to everyone who is greedy for unjust gain. Greed takes away his life. Talking before about schemes that aren't like ethical and aren't right, and you're just doing it for quick gains of money. It just basically says that's always going to come back to bite you. And I think that's so true. Like, even in my trading, I was trying to rush the process, and just that greed element without curbing it. You always know when you're feeling that little sense of greed. That's what annoys me the most when I blow accounts and things like that, because I have this little voice in me that's saying, "Fit, that's enough for today, man. Close up shop, move on to the next thing in your life." But I'm still there amped, like, nah, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. And then you give it all back. It does eat you, genuinely. So I think that's a helpful reminder to have your plan, have your process. Don't take more than what you need, and don't let fear hold you back from taking less than what you planned as well. I think that's huge. So I'm just going to check these accounts, just make sure that we are done. So we're just $1 under on the Top Step accounts. That's 2 winning days though. 3 more days. I think this is my strategy for Top Step. Take 4 days of 200 plus trades. Well, I think it's 150 now. Take those 4 days, and then on that last day, just send it and try for a home run. Post that time, you're getting a payout, rather than getting lots of big profits day 2, 3, and then before payout day, because you've got all this big amount and you give it all back. Honestly, that's what I'm going to try run with, and just work with these base hits, and then on the day before payout, try and see if we can go a little bit more heavy. But very blessed with that. Still trying to sort out this other account. God willing, we can get that up and running. That'll be huge. Then we'll just check trade sinker. The Tradeify accounts, both at their targets. Funding ticks at its target. Blessed day. We've hit TP on all these accounts, I'm pretty sure. I'll just log in just to make sure that it is actually okay. With Tradeivate as well, like if trades are left open and running back. I've had it happen in the past, which sucks, but I think these are locked out because the day P&L is showing here, but I'll just double check. Yes, sir. Fully locked out. China sub 2 rejected, so locked out for the day. You can obviously see here, so we're still in a little bit of drawdown, about $500. But yeah, just sticking to the process. We've afforded ourselves a few more days now. I'm doing 350 max loss per day. So if I'm taking my trades per day, that's giving me 4 more days to work with. Super blessed. Subtract that off, I think I only have 1 more day to run with. And this thing still looks like it wants to continue dropping mint for the Apex account. So again, just gonna let it do its thing. Now that I've seen this, I'm confident it's gonna be similar for our funding ticks account here as well. So nice to be in some profit now on this account too. Super blessed. It's been a really good morning. I love days like this where I can just trade in Asia and I'm done. I don't even need to stress about New York tonight. It's Labor holiday in the US, so markets are going to shut at 12 p.m. anyway. Like it's, yeah, super blessed that the days run like this. And obviously we've got these accounts still going. We'll just leave it as is and catch up in a bit. Peace. So we're pushing down to new day opening gap now. I'm probably going to take myself out of this trade and we'll just come back to New York AM session to see if we get a bit more movement. So yeah, I'm going to close this position here. Beautiful trade for today. Phenomenal entry. Great exit. That's a huge chunk of a move, especially at the bottom of Vendog. Now we could spill lower, but I'm really, especially with trailing drawdown, not trying to give back all of this profit. So that's going to be done for this episode. We'll see if we got an opportunity to trade tonight. I'm leaving again tomorrow really early in the morning, so I'm not going to try to force anything. If there's no good setups or yeah, PA is a bit whack, I'm just going to leave it. But it seems like we've got a really good spot here, and yeah, really stoked for that. Let's check what we're running at for all the accounts today then. Plus 875 plus 330 each on these accounts. So yeah, like a 5k morning. Super blessed, probably a little bit more than that, but yeah, really good start to the week. Thank you for tuning in, and if you don't see another episode with me wearing the same stuff on the same day, then just know we didn't take a trade. Thanks for your time. Have a blessed week, everyone. Peace.